Hi Capricorn, welcome to your session. In this session, Capricorn, I will be taking a look at what you're clinging on to. Keep in mind, Sagittarius, not Sagittarius, my apologies, Capricorn. Capricorn, keep in mind that this is a general session and not a personal. So all I ask and request of you, Capricorn, is that you do not force any of the channel messages. I think I'm going to start off with this deck. Yeah, I think I am. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this reading to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding for Capricorn. Thank you. Capricorn, you can also check out your next 72 on the SGL Tarot Podcast whenever time permits. All right. What are the messages for Capricorn, please? Okay. All right, you have men holding a coin in reverse. Capricorn, you don't feel deserving. Why is that? You're clinging on to lack. For the most part, in layman terms, it would be a poor mindset, a way of thinking. You need to get out of that. All right. Once you get out of a poor mindset, or feeding lack, or just thinking that you're not deserving of a pentacle, there will be favor with 43 simplifying into 7, which is justice. It's just, you're attracted to some type of shadow energy, which is you're in your energy, the energy that, most people, which is hypothetically common, the devil. What does the devil represent? The forbidden. And it just feels like you're more attracted to the forbidden, and you are refusing to take heed into what your higher intuition has been telling you. Your back is against the sun. So you're operating in your shadow energy. This is in reverse. I'm just looking at it upright. This is my first time ever seeing this card. And if you want, when you're ready, Capricorn, to head in the right direction, you'll have more peace. Lavender is behind you. I'm assuming that's lavender. It could be spirilla. Spirilla looks like lavender, but I'm just going to say this is lavender. Lavender brings calmness, peace, relaxation. For the most part, this gives me gigolo energy as well. All right. And it just feels like there may not be any type of work when it comes to, there's a specific Capricorn. It doesn't matter what gender. It's just, you know how to work your magic. You know how to get what you want. And unfortunately, the way you go about getting what you want, it's not working anymore. So what does it mean of what you're clinging on to? Your shadow, your rebel. I don't want to say a rebel self, because rebels don't follow the rules. I'll just say you are clinging on to things that are not beneficial for you, things that are not healthy. Pentacles represent health, material things that are tangible. And so it just feels like you're clinging on to the things that are not beneficial for you, that are not healthy for you. You've lost yourself in the untangible, is what I see here. What is the word of advice for Capricorn? Word of advice for Capricorn. envy. You're not yourself. All right. You need to get out of this energy. Let me show you again. This is in reverse. You need to get out of this energy as soon as possible. The evil eye. Either you're clinging on to looking at someone else in a different point of view, meaning you feel like someone owes you something or you feel played in some type of way. But for the most part, the challenge is you are responsible of your life. You have to take accountability. Regardless if someone promised you something, you have to take accountability, Capricorn. Envy is not good, okay? And envy definitely does feed off of shadow energy, my love. Uh, Tell me more about this envy energy. The bottom of the deck is balance. Get out of that. And what was I telling you? Once you get out of this rebellion, you'll go towards peace. All right. It's just kind of like now is not the right time. You're saying it's not the right time. You know that there's peace in the right direction. It's just, unfortunately, the fact that this is in reverse, it's addictive. It's hard for you to release. It's hard for you to release. If you have released, this envy is very noticeable, meaning you can't hide it. Okay. And the fact that it's noticeable, Capricorn, don't worry about the naysayers. Gossip happens every minute, every day. It will fade. Focus on the balance, right? By bringing, it says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay. So actions speak louder than words. It shall pass. All right. Well, give me some self-awareness messages for Capricorn. And for my zodiac signs who are other zodiac signs, the remaining 11 zodiac signs, and you resonate with Capricorn session, either you have Capricorn placements or you're just in Capricorn's energy. For some of you, you're dealing with the Capricorn. All right, give me some self-awarenesses. So if you're wanting to know what's going on with your Capricorn, fortunately, Capricorn could be on their last leg. For the Capricorns who are gigolos, it doesn't work anymore. For whoever has an envy eye towards someone, it's noticeable. You better be careful with that. You have nervous here. Masculine energy. Masculine energies don't get nervous. If a masculine energy, and I'm not talking about gender, if a masculine energy gets nervous, it either becomes in defensive mode or survival mode, ready to devour its prey or to protect. It's either one of the two. Tell me more. What does it say? Ignorant in reverse. All right. Awareness in reverse. Capricorn, you're clinging on to doing stupid things. That's if I knew you personally, Capricorn, I wouldn't want to be around you because you are a liability and you have knowledge here in reverse. So you're refusing to do what's right. Yeah, your back is against the sun here, which is of alignment, also raw energy, right? And the fact that's in reverse, what you're doing is with intention. It's not like you're being forced to act out a certain way to receive something. What does it say? Modest in reverse. Yeah, you're not yourself. In the past, get out the past. Something happened in the past that has you acting the way you're acting, Capricorn. Word of advice for Capricorn. Indecision. All right. You know you need to get out of the past, but it feels like you're trying to find a missing piece of the puzzle. But it just feels like if you keep staying in the past, it's changing, and it's changing you, and it's obvious you can't hide it. And what you can't hide is the envy energy. Whether you want to say, SGL, I'm not an envy person, then I'm not talking to you. But I know most people who are quick to correct someone, it's a difference of truly knowing yourself. I just feel like I'm not trying to make you, I'm not passing any judgment. It's just, you may think that you're upset at someone, and it's not, you're not upset, you're envious. So I don't want you to get misconstrued anything. And I don't want you to feel like I'm throwing you under the bus. I would never do that. Okay. I got run over by a diesel and I died. Okay. So I would never tell you to be ran over by a bus. Capricorn. Okay. And I had to recover independently on my own. Only person that came to see me was my aunt. And that was the day that I was being released because she was picking me up. Okay. I remember seeing my mother, and I needed to go to the bathroom, and I begged and pleaded for her to help me, to pick me up, to take me to the bathroom. And she just sat back in her chair and said no. And that was the last time I seen her. And I was in the hospital for about 2 weeks, almost 3, probably about a month. Okay. So I would never throw you under the bus. I don't play about this right here. When it comes to this envy energy, that's why you're being asked to get out of the past. Okay. And it just feels like you don't want to. That for some of you Capricorns, it's a safe space. You like it there. And so you're reliving the past in the present. But everyone's in the present and you're in the past. The bottom of the deck is failure. That's not working for you. And you know it's not. Okay. No one, I'm not going to say no one's operating in the past. When it comes to your world, your associations, your life, your dealings, your interactions with who you're connected with, no one's in the past. Okay? Everyone's in the present. And it's not about you catching up. It's about you doing the right thing. So, like I said, Capricorn, if I personally knew you, I wouldn't want to be around you because you're a liability. And it's not to hurt your feelings. It's just you're just choosing to be rebellious. Not a rebel. You're just choosing to, I don't know, not cope with life, or I'm not really for sure. This is not a personal. But let me shed some light on this spread. It says the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Oh, I see. You're just, how do I say this? You're the Capricorn that I'm talking to. You know your potentials. You know you're capable. It's just you want to do it on your own time. And unfortunately, you keep going that route, time is going to continue to pass you by, and you're going to continue to be in the past. You're clinging on to the past. And then the moment that you want to get in the present, you're still in the past. It's something about catch up, but it's like, it's like everything that happened. What I see here is everything that occurred in the past. You're going back to dot your I's and cross your T's. And after you dot your I's and cross your T's regarding of what happened in the past, it slaps you right back in the face. And the past is saying, leave the past alone, Capricorn. Something that you should know by now. Like, how many lessons do you need to go through? Because raw energy, the sun of enlightenment, is trying to pull you in the right direction, but your shadow energy is more entertaining for you at this time. And that's what you're choosing. Give me one more spread for Capricorn with self-awareness messages. So what you're clinging on to is not doing the right thing. I'll just say that. You're just choosing to not do the right thing. Capricorn. What is this? Upset in reverse. Assured in reverse. Know thyself in reverse. You've lost yourself, Capricorn. You're trying to find yourself. You're clinging on to trying to find yourself, and you are in balance when it comes down to your masculine and feminine energy. You have more feminine energy. You're emotional than being logic and analytical. Word of advice, please. I know, Capricorn, you're like, I waited all this time for this. Hey, do you know how many Capricorns are in the collective? On top of the remaining 11 zodiac signs who have your placements. And we didn't even add the zodiac signs who just so happenly to be in your energy. You have the death card. It has to stop. Like I said, how many lessons do you need? And it just feels like the last thing you want is for divine to shut this all off. And by the time you decide to turn around, the lavender is dead, the grass is dead, there is no horizons, it's just black. Blame. Yeah. And that was the first message that I received for you, Capricorn, when it came to that envy. You know what I mean? You have to take accountability, Capricorn. You are responsible. You can't make me be responsible of your life. I'm here to assist you. Yeah, as a guide, but it's not my responsibilities to do the work for you. You have to do the work, Capricorn. Okay? And you can't get mad, when people don't show up for you the way you want them to. That's why you got to always show up for yourself so that you don't position yourself to become envy. Because there's a Capricorn where you're thinking that you're angry and you are not. You are practicing being an envious person and you can't hide it. It's clear as day. You know what I mean? So if there's gossip going on, the hot tea is that, whatever that was said was not the truth, and the truth is now being revealed. But you can change it around. You can change this around. That's why I was telling you, Capricorn, don't worry about gossip. If you are ready to do the right thing, right? Take accountability, right? And not blame others, regardless if someone promised you something or, the delivery of something. When it comes to the pinnacle, you are in your energy, Capricorn, when it comes to the pinnacle, though, earth energy. It just feels like I'm begging you to do the right thing, and that's not my responsibility. I will not be accountable for you choosing not to do the right thing, because it basically showed in your spread that you're comfortable with being in the past. So give me some I am messages for Capricorn. Attention. Yeah, you have some messages coming through, but they're not coming through because you're blocking those messages from coming through. Even this session, Capricorn, this is a perfect example. You hear the message, you see the spreads, but that doesn't mean anything. It's not registering. It's like, yeah, yada, yada, yada. SGL, you're telling me to, take accountability. You're telling me to just go ahead and take this right path. And you're just like, nah, I like it here. I like where I am and I like how things are going. It's not perfect, but it works for me. That's your business, Capricorn. But you have some information that's trying to come through. You have people that love you unconditionally. So some of you Capricorns, you are receiving tough love. And you may be feeling like everyone's against you, and it's not that. You are acting like a liability, and everyone's saying, yo, Capricorn, hold on, Capricorn, hold it. You're not acting like yourself, Capricorn. Okay. Some people are blessed to where, they receive help and they don't have to take accountability. But unfortunately, in this situation, when it comes to your I am message, when it comes to attention, you're being asked to take accountability and do the work. It says, I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am a firm, brave, and hardworking. You're waiting for the perfect right time for someone to pick you up, Capricorn. You got to do it on your own. You have to gather this strength. When you gather your strength, Capricorn, there's messages that's going to come through that's going to help you when it comes to guiding your footsteps and being led a certain way. Okay? And whatever direction that is ordered for you, there's peace. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Peace. Some people say they have peace, but they work hard for it. You don't have to work for peace. Okay. And matter of fact, let me share that with you. Oh, you know what? It's not even up anymore. Oh, I wish it was there. Let me see if I can pull it up, Capricorn. If it's still there, let me see. Hopefully it is, because I would love to share that with you. Is it still there? Yeah. Okay. Please don't. All right. Here it is. And I resonated with us, so I'm going to share it with you. How do I go back? All right. Choose peace, not proving. Choose joy, not just productivity. Choose boundaries, not burnout. Choose balance, not endless busy. Choose gratitude, not comparison. Choose presence, not overthinking. Choose connection, not surface level. Choose authenticity, not performance. Choose inner growth, not your comfort zone. Choose what feels right, not what looks good. And, this really stood out to me. And I wanted to share that with you, Capricorn. Okay. So let's go ahead and move forward. I think I seen a chat, a comment that came in. I will take a look at that as I conclude, and then I will get to you. Is it Elaine Bravo? Hopefully I said that right. I'm working on my pronunciations. While I'm looking at it, let me go ahead, because I finished that spread, so I can go ahead and read it. It says, I am a Capricorn horse. My name is Jerome. Okay. I see the full name. Male. My birth date is January 1st, 1999. You're born in 1990. Okay. New Year's Day. Okay, I see you. All right. Jerome, did you have were you trying to submit a question, or were you letting me know you were here in case I tapped in or something before I start this second spread? I just want to get clarification here. I do appreciate you participating. So you are a Capricorn, yes. I'll give it a moment for it to come through. Because I know I'm learning to be tech savvy. All right. What is my Capricorns refusing to see at this time? What is my Capricorns refusing to see at this time? How do I take this off? Okay. Excuse me. Isolation. Capricorn, you want me to be honest with you? The fact that you're refusing to see this isolation, you're refusing to see that you're the problem. And like I said, I am not trying to make you feel like, oh, I'm blasting you out. I want you to get out of this. All right. I'm not seeing that this is true solitude. This is just, thinking of a master plan. The first plan didn't work, so you pull back, and then you think of something else, and then the reason why your master plans are not working is because you're operating from the past. You are dotting your I's and crossing your T's from things in the past. You need to be present, my darling. Okay. And this isolation that you're refusing to see, there's no peace. There's no peace in this isolation. You're confined. You are confined not just in your headspace, but just in your normal routine. It's like you're restricting your own self. All right, and there's also some type of entity. Where there's a Capricorn here where an entity is influencing you. And the reason why I'm comfortable with talking about this is because this is an entity that you've been dealing with since a child. It's kind of like, the imaginary friend. And this imaginary friend is like one minute you are ignoring your imaginary friend because you're mad at your imaginary friend for giving you the ideas to operate a certain type of way. And when it doesn't operate the way it's supposed to, you take it out on your imaginary friend. But in reality, you are hurting yourself. And when I say you are hurting yourself, you are creating self-loneliness. No one's forcing you to be lonely. You're choosing to be, and that you're refusing to see that. You're thinking that isolation is a comeback, and it's not. It's your own imprisonment. Give me a shed light on this for Capricorn. Shed light on this. There's a difference from being self-imprisoned, enjoying your space, your own company, hiding from the world because you don't want the world to truly see your true state. There's so many different categories when it comes to isolation. And the isolation that I see, it's not healthy. Deep replenishment is needed. Okay. So if you're going to isolate yourself, don't isolate yourself trying to cross your T's and dot your I's from the past to think of a comeback and a master plan, right? No, you need to use this space to, to replenish yourself. All right. If you are needing physical touch, then you need to communicate. If you don't have anyone to provide that physical touch, whether this is intimate touch or just needing a sense of companion, you just need a hug. And if you don't have access to companionship, it's time for you to gather yourself and get yourself together, Capricorn, and create companionship, meaning you're going to have to put in the work until you find your companion that fits you, that accepts you and you accept them. And there's all some of you companions can be an animal. Doesn't have a companion doesn't have to be a cat or a dog. It could be a fish, it could be a lizard. I just got through watching this beautiful I don't want to say it's a documentary, but it was like a 10-minute video, and there was this female, and she wanted to have butterflies in her backyard. And so what she did was she started growing a certain type of plant, and I believe it was what do you call that plant? I can't think of it right now, but it's there. It was a certain type of plant. And so she said, I'm going to start growing this certain type of plant in my yard so that I can start producing butterflies. And so she started producing the plant, but she had a hiccup. She wasn't prepared for, the plant to have to be infested with some type of insects. So that didn't go accordingly. So she had to restart that project all over again. And what she did was she ordered some caterpillars, right? And she raised the caterpillars, and the caterpillars, of course, I believe there was 15 caterpillars she purchased, and she purchased them really small, and she grew them. They all hatched. 2 didn't make it, but they all hatched. And she was not able to put them with her plants yet, so she took it to the local. I don't know if you guys live in a rural area or the city or what, but she pretty much lived in a city area that had an area who had a garden area. And excuse me, and she released the butterflies there. And I believe the last 2, prior to the 2 that didn't make it, I guess it was her niece or something. It's a birthday, and the niece was like 5 years old, and they sat and did the butterfly releasing with the last 2, which I thought was a beautiful thing. And so when it comes to companionship, it doesn't have to be a cat and dog, okay? It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be a human being. It could just be something else that can help you replenish yourself, and a sense of assistance that will bring peace to you. But just know, I don't want you to get confused with self-care and maintenance, okay? Maintenance means you are investing in yourself, and self-care is just the natural way of keeping yourself together, keeping yourself grounded, keeping yourself replenished. All right. So don't say, oh, SGL said I have to, practice self-care, and you're out buying stuff. No, I didn't tell you anything about maintenance. I said self-care, replenish. Okay. What are we getting ready to do? All 12 zodiac signs? Yeah. Oh, let me pull an outcome and then an angel guide message, and then we'll do all 12 zodiac signs, Capricorn. Let me shuffle these. All right. Outcome message for Capricorn. And you know what, Capricorn? I'm going to be honest with you. I really do think that your session is a good session, because I think that in general, a lot of us don't see aspects of ourselves. And sometimes it takes someone else to see us a version of us that we are unable to see. And so I do think that your session is coming out really good. I don't see anything in the sense of you know, where I need to call 911 or anything, where I need to reach out to one of your family members, because everyone basically is concerned about you, Capricorn. It's not just me. So you have the Four of Swords coming out, and it says the upright Four of Swords is telling you to kick back and relax. Whether you're emerging from battle or you've been putting in too many hours at work, you're overdoing it and need to take a breather. A period of rest will allow you to reemerge with renewed strength and focus. Okay. Angel guide message for Capricorn. Angel guide message for Capricorn, please. I know, Jerome, you gave me the whole name. And I'm like, I'm working on my pronunciations. And I think Jerome took off, but we don't chase anybody. So you have a sacred plan. And that's what I was telling you, especially with your I am message with the tension. You have this order of steps, but you got to position yourself so there's no more blockage, Capricorn. Sacred plan is your angel guide message at this time. And your message, and your angel guide message entails, it says, Capricorn, if you are trying to force a plan into action, the angelic guidance is to back down and trust the greater good. Often when something isn't happening for us, we're frustrated, but that's only because we don't see our perfect plan is unfolding. For some of you, remember when I was saying, some of you think you think you're angry. Some of you thinking you're frustrated or angry, and it's not that, it's envy. But anywho, it says when your ideas or plans go wrong, trust that the universe has a greater plan for you, Capricorn. And that that greater plan isn't something that has already been chosen for you. It's more of a communication. My tongue is at war with me tonight. Why? It says it's more of a culmination of all your life's intentions, prayers, and actions washing back towards you with opportunities and experiences. Capricorn, call on your angels to light up the path ahead. You may feel that you are facing the unknown, but know that you are always guided and protected. And like I told you, your back's against the sun. It's time to, you know what's so crazy? What's so contradicting? The whole messages was telling you to get out the past, but you got to turn back. You got to turn back around for some reason. Complicated message. When it comes to all 12 zodiac signs, Capricorn. Bonnie, good morning. For a new greetings from the Netherlands. Beautiful flowers. My Aries in the collective that are clinging on to Capricorn, what's the message, please? All right. Aries is really negative. The bottom of the deck is no, but you can't tell Aries that. Aries is saying I'm not negative. All right. I don't know if this has to do with health or this is just in general. When I channel this is, you know how being around a negative person, that's all they talk about is negative, or they are a negative person. That's the energy I tapped into. But then when I saw no with the exclamation mark, and when I said health, so if you're having a health scare, no, Aries is not positive. Give me a romantic oracle, please. Romantic oracle. Honeymoon. Why is it honeymoon here? Attraction. Ooh, true love. You Capricorn, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but somebody got to tell you. Aries Aries has another lover, and you're just for the fun for the time being. But some of you Capricorns, Aries, okay, the Aries that is clinging on to you, they're a negative person. But in reality, they're not a negative person. They're just a negative person to you because you're not their true love. You're just a person that they have fun with. That's why they're not serious with you. They have another person. Why besides Aries having another person, their true love, why is Aries so negative towards my Capricorn? Lost. Oh, you're their getaway. What was in here? Her. Oh, yep. You're their getaway from their person, their divine feminine. That is a hard pill to swallow, to find out that you're the other person. But the only good news that I could tell you is when when Aries' person doesn't show up for them, you show up for Capricorn. You show up for Aries. So if it has to do with breaking of the two, both parties lack. What you provide, Aries true love doesn't provide. So are you going to become Aries true love? No. And this is what you guys need to talk about, heart-to-heart conversation. There's a possibility, yeah, because Aries, his feelings is starting to change. It's growing on you. Like I said, what Aries true love doesn't provide, you provide. If you can get through the drama and allow this to be divinely orchestrated and take it out of your hands and express how you choose, you really get common grounds with this connection with Aries, and you just might end up being the main person. And Aries, it looks like there's a possibility that Aries lets go of the main one. You're gonna grow on Aries. Aries is gonna go back to their person, but because their person lacks what you provide, this basically looks like the last time that Aries goes back to their main person and they end up coming back to you. So that's what I was saying, Capricorn, are you willing to go through the drama? Are you able to stand the rain? And you have no ears, so all right. My Tauruses that are clinging on to Capricorn, what's the message? My Tauruses that are clinging on to a year from now, what? Oh, okay. So Taurus, Capricorn, it's Taurus, it will release you in a year from now. And if you don't release Taurus, Taurus is going to cause havoc in your life until you do. Like Taurus is not going to break up with you. Taurus is going to create situations to where you break up with Taurus. Okay? Why is Taurus already knows. So, okay, you Capricorn, you know that saying that a person normally will show you who they are in like 90 days if they're hiding anything or whatever. Well, it's going to take a year for Taurus to start showing you who they truly are. You're going to be able to see who they are in the moment. It's going to take you a year to truly see who they are, who Taurus is. And once you figure out who Taurus is, that's when Taurus says, "Oop, I got to go." It's not a you problem. It's a, you know, Taurus is, it has been revealed. Yeah, magnifying glass. If you don't already see Taurus already, if you already see who Taurus is now, you're being oblivious in the situation, and and Taurus is gonna wait a year. Stay in this for the temporary haul until you break up with Taurus. All right, I don't want to mix these cards up. Goodness, what is going on? So that's that message for Taurus clinging on to you. Taurus is gonna cling on to you until you're able to see them. And when you're able to see who Taurus truly is, Taurus is going to create havoc in your life, Capricorn. Trying to force you to break up with them because Taurus is not going to want to take accountability of causing tower moments in your life. But it's a good thing. You have reconciliation, express your love. Taurus needs you. That's why Taurus, Taurus will be embarrassed if Taurus is not embarrassed already. Okay? And and you know, you just have to create a safe space for Taurus. So when you create a safe space for Taurus, you won't have to deal with this adult childish behavior from Taurus, of Taurus creating havoc in your life to give you a reason to leave Taurus. All right. You create a safe space for Taurus. It looks like, two happy people, a romantic connection. Word of advice, a romantic connection. A romantic connection doesn't always have to be rose petals and bubble baths. This could literally just be someone you get off of work and, they rub your feet, they take your shoes off, they are willing to sit there and you know you need to get in the shower and they'll just hold you. You have failure in reverse and indecision in reverse. Okay. Uh, it's just up to you if you want to deal with what you're able to see who Taurus is if you have not already or whatever. But for the most part, Taurus is not going to chase you. So it looks like you'll be putting more work in this connection than Taurus will. Just throw that out there with this reconciliation and express your love. It's like you're going to put more work in the connection than Taurus will. But when it comes to the romantic gestures, yeah, Taurus got that down pat. But in regards to get to that place, that you putting in all the work, Capricorn. All right. And Gemini is clinging on to my Capricorns in the collective. What's the message? Let go. Capricorn, Gemini wants you to let go. Let go of what? Gemini wants you to let go of thinking that Gemini is perfect. Gemini is not. Side piece. Gemini wants you to treat them as who they are, and not whom you. Gemini doesn't want to be your fantasy, I want to say. Gemini doesn't want you to think that there's some good person. They are not. Gemini wants you to accept them for who they are. But this is supposed to be Gemini clinging on to you. So, Capricorn, I have a question. With side piece and let go here, this is letting me know that you are not wanting to be in a relationship with Gemini, but you're cool with, you know, being the side piece. Hook up every now and then, you know, be the other person when you want to be. That's what I see here for some of my Capricorns. You're not wanting a committed relationship, and you're wanting Gemini to let go of the thought that you guys will be an item. The situation will improve. The way of a Gemini's way of thinking will shift eventually. Don't force it. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I see here? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. This is what this is. You place yourself where you are on the coin. When it comes to Gemini clinging on to you, Gemini is trying to change you, Capricorn. Or you're trying to change Capricorn, and Aries wants you to let go of trying to change them. They are happy of who they are versus who you are. One of the two. Word of advice for that spread regarding Gemini and Capricorn. That was my first time seeing that. And I've been doing readings since April of 2020. Growth. This is nice. Maturity between the two of you. This is nice. You guys are learning from each other. And it just feels like a Capricorn that could be attractive. This strong mindset that who is it? Gemini has? Or strong personality, I should say. Cancers. My Cancers that are clinging on to Capricorn. Thank you. Listen to intuition, unlikely and helpful people. The challenge for Cancer at this time is Capricorn. Cancer is trying to figure out when is the right time to turn over a new leaf with you, because Cancer needs you. Cancer can't see themselves without you. What is it that Cancer needs to forgive? What is it that Cancer needs to forgive? A decision. Cancer wants you to forgive them for I don't want to say falsely judging you. Cancer wants you to forgive them for accusing you. Thank you. For accusing you. They got carried away. You allowed it to happen till it got out of control. Very soon, clearly decide what you want. This one got left behind. Reconciliation. Okay. It looks like you're going to accept Cancer's apology. And it looks like the agreement is that they stop accusing you of things that are not true. Word of advice for Capricorn? fear and change. It's going to take some hard work. And the reason why it's going to take some hard work is because Cantor's been accusing for quite some time. It's just not you. They accuse everybody. So it's gonna take some time for them to put in the work of releasing the fear that what they're thinking is incorrect. All right. Leo. My Leos in the collective that are clinging on to Capricorn, what's the message? Leos in the collective that are clinging on to my Capricorn, what's the message? Thank you. I'm being guided to clarify this one. Yeah, I see. I knew. I'm like, what? Shoot. I don't play about my gifts. Listen, Capricorn. I'm not Capricorn. Yeah, this is Capricorn session. Capricorn. Leo is trying to figure out how to persuade you to persuade you to start over with them. This could either be Leo's trying to convince you to move to where they are, or just overall, Leo's is creating up a master plan to persuade you, Capricorn. And it looks like they know exactly what to tell you. I surely do. For yourself, get to know each other. That's how they're gonna get you. They Leo knows what your desires are, and Leo can deliver those desires that you seek. If it's not from them, they know somebody that will fulfill your desires. People, places, or things. Capricorn. Word of advice here. What this is so let's just say, Capricorn, you're a runner, right? Leo is getting ready. Leo is saying, come run to where I'm at, Capricorn. You could be yourself. If you want to be a player, it's accepted to be a player where I live. You don't have to be confined where you are and judged for being a player if that's what you want to be. Come on and move where I'm at, Capricorn. That's what Leo's saying. All of your desires can be fulfilled here without judgment. That's what this is. Word of advice. Self-esteem. You need to work on your self-esteem, because what you seek and what Leo is trying to persuade you, you have where you are. It's just I think you need to work on yourself before you take an offer of someone that's persuading you. Because when someone is so quick to persuade, you have to read the fine lines. What's the fine lines? You know what I mean? Get away. You go take a vacation. Go test the waters, but don't just up and move, Capricorn. Yeah. If you're wanting to get away with a secret lover, this is Leo. Leo is allowing you to authentically be yourself, where you can recover and be whatever it is that's hidden. That's your business. Moving forward. Virgos. My Virgos in the collective that are clinging on to my Leo. Yeah. You got some hidden desires that needs to come out, Capricorn. Anywho, my Virgos in the collective that are clinging on to Capricorn, what's the message? Improving health. Why is improving health here? There's something better. Virgo don't like you. Capricorn. That's the truth. It's not that Virgo don't like you. You stress Virgo out. Or this is Virgo intentionally stressing you out so until you realize that you can have better, and they not gonna stop either. Why is Virgo acting like this? Observing to see Virgo is trying to see how far they can go with you. Virgo is trying to see how far they can go when it comes to disrespect. For Capricorn, if you're on a break from Virgo, Virgo is watching you to see if you are gonna find someone better, because you are marriage material. Side piece. Ooh. So if you're on a break from Virgo and you're entertaining other people, Virgo's gonna get a side piece just to get a reaction out of you. Don't stop talking to other people if you're on a break, Capricorn, from Virgo. That's not cheating. You guys are not together. Lost. Because it's gonna teach Virgo to stop playing games with you. Coffee date. Yeah. Go on and get to know other people. You're gonna teach Virgo a lesson for playing games. Now, if it's the other way around, when it comes to Virgo clinging on to you, Virgo is out dating, and you basically pushed Virgo away. You self-sabotaged yourself. Place yourself where you fit. Somebody self-sabotage. The question is Virgo clinging on to you. So obviously Virgo sabotaged the relationship. Libra's clinging on to Capricorn. Choose a new direction. Why? Take action. Libra doesn't feel deserving. They're clinging on. Libra is clinging on to you, Capricorn. Let me tell you what they're clinging on to. They're clinging on to, instead of being in the moment and enjoying this connection with you, Capricorn, Libra is always thinking when you're gonna leave them. So Libra is insecure. Muse. They're so into you. I'm hearing that song. I really like the way. I can't explain it. I am so into you. I really like what you did to me. I can't really explain it. I am so into you. I think that's Tamia. But anywho, this is not a you problem. This is a Libra's problem. Libra's gonna self-sabotage this connection with you, Capricorn. You can prevent this self-sabotage. It's gonna take, if you have the capacity and the strength to reassure Libra, then it's going to turn out into a beautiful thing. But how long is it going to take? You know what I mean? Because every day Libra is going to question, do you love me? Do you love me, Capricorn? Why do you love me, Capricorn? Do you love me every day? Do you love me, Capricorn? Oh, well, why do you love me, Capricorn? Are you willing to go through that every day? Capricorn, just tell me why you love me. Are you sure you love me, Capricorn? Well, then why? And then every day it has to be something new. It can't never be the same thing. It can't just be, I love you because you're my muse. And it's like, no, you can't love me if I'm just your muse. You told me that yesterday. You have to tell me something new today, Capricorn. That's how I'll know you love me. And it's like, can you deal with that? That's only you can answer that question, Capricorn. Give me the love romantic oracle for Capricorn regarding who is it, Libra? I think it's Libra. Yeah, it's Libra, I believe. It's Libra. And thank you so much, Capricorn, because I was supposed to have did your reading yesterday. But unfortunately, after I did Sagittarius's reading, I literally did not have the energy and I needed to get some rest. But now that it's anew, all right, get to know each other as your love romantic oracle. So it looks like both of you guys are going to need reassurance of why you guys love each other. So you guys will both be putting in the work. So, you know, both of you guys need reassurance. Does Capricorn need reassurance? Yeah, magnifying glass. Watching Libra like a hawk, paying attention to the details. This is and it's cute, Capricorn. It's kind of like if Libra goes, you know what? I like Snickers, you know, it just seems like Capricorn, you'll be the one to always pay attention to the little things and provide the simple little things that keeps the relationship thriving, which is nice. Like you guys are both paying attention in your own unique way. So I don't see nothing wrong with this. It's just about both of you guys putting in the work, and it just feels like it's it's a lot of innocence here. Forgiveness. Ooh. Oh, you guys are just work in progress. Without us jumping the gun and without us, passing judgment on the past, whatever happened in the past, whatever happened in Libra's past, don't got nothing to do with you. And whatever happened in your past, Capricorn, don't got nothing to do with Libra. And you guys need to create those terms. So if the past arises, the past will not interfere with this nice, beautiful thing that y'all got going on. Okay? All right. Don't say I didn't tell you. I'm telling you right now, y'all need to come to agreement regarding before y'all became an item or are going to build on getting to know each other. You guys need to create this rule that says the past before me and you stays in the past. And if anyone tries to bring it up, it will not break between the two of you because there's a possibility either one of you could be a weak link when it comes to the past being brought up. Like, what? I thought I was the only one you loved. Okay. Don't say I didn't tell you, Capricorn. Scorpios in the collective that are clinging on to my Capricorns. What's the message, please? Why do I feel drained? Not in the sense of like Capricorn. I don't feel drained in the sense of sleepy. I just feel like, do we need some music? And it's like, no, no, we don't need no music. Um, something is off. Something's off. You need to pay attention to your surroundings, Capricorn. But moving forward, when regarding to why can I say Scorpio? Scorpio is getting readings done on you with this listen to your intuition. Why is Scorpio getting readings on? Does this say ether? This says tether. Yep, telepathy, intuition, dreams, hearts of songs. If you want to know the secret, Scorpio is a reader. If they're not getting readings, they can read you from front to back. Okay? Tell me more. What else? They can sense you, not the right time. So if Scorpio is not available at this time, Scorpio is just sensitive. Okay, they know something about you, Capricorn. They're not, and it's, I don't know if it's a bad thing or not, but all I say is this: you can't hide anything from Scorpio because it's deeper than, you know, what happens in the dark comes to light. Like, nah, Scorpio's guides are their messengers. Like, Scorpio don't gotta ask about you, Capricorn. Scorpio's guides is gonna say, hey, just wanted to let you know that Capricorn is doing X, Y, and Z. And some Scorpios, every time they go to sleep, messages is being delivered to them without them asking. Okay. And when it comes to the matters of the heart, because you guys had some type of sexual connection, whether it be a kiss or actual intercourse, they can literally pull you energetically and they can read the energy. And this is not to scare you, Capricorn. You get what I'm saying? You just need to know that Scorpio is very gifted. And there is a Scorpio here that is seeing a reader. It could be me. I don't know. Friendship. Scorpio has good intentions, regardless if you guys are going to be together or not, regardless if this is a platonic situation. Can we at least be friends, Capricorn? You good? You cool? I ain't trying to scare you away. For the most part, if Scorpio says they had a dream about you, don't ask them about the dream if you don't want to know. Don't ask if you don't want to know. Okay. It's kind of like, you know that saying, seek and ye shall find. If you want to know, you can't take you can't not know anymore. Sagittariuses that are clinging on to my Capricorns, what's the message? What is going on? I know I turned this up. I know I disconnected it. Hold on. I did that on purpose. I'm talking out loud. I disconnected the Instagram. All right. Sagittarius, a year from now, what? Compromise. Oh. All right. So a year from now, so it just feels like legalities is at the table right now. Uh, either one of you guys pull back, or I'll just, since this is about Sagittarius, Sagittarius is pulling back on taking you to court, but they are going to put this back on the table a year from now. So they're trying to give you enough time to give you leadway to prepare yourself for when you guys go to court. The bottom of the deck is look for a sign. Whatever this is, so is is Sagittarius trying to take from you, Capricorn? It's like to hurt you. It just feels like Sagittarius is wanting what's theirs. Give me more. What else? Trapped. Oh no. Sagittarius is trying to take you for everything you got, Capricorn. I mean, the lint, the penny, the mothball, the Windex, the sheets, the pillowcases, the curtains on the rods, the shingles on the house, the mailbox. I mean, everything from where you got. I'm not laughing, Capricorn. It's just I've never seen it that way. Like it just feels like Sagittarius is trying to position you to where you're stuck in life, and it's just it doesn't feel like a lesson. This just feels like you're no longer interested in Sagittarius, and this is how Sagittarius is hurting you by taking everything that you have. But it just looks like the fact that these legalities charges are being placed on hold. You need to document this, because basically you're not a bad person. Why is it that Sagittarius is putting it on hold? Because obviously you're giving Sagittarius their way. Sagittarius sees you as a sex object. You satisfy Sagittarius's pleasure. And when you don't satisfy Sagittarius's pleasures, then Sagittarius wants to take you to court. You need to document this, because then this is revenge. You know what I mean? You can prove to the judge, like, no, this Sagittarius is doing this out of revenge. You'll have something to work with. So this is more so of a pre-warning. So take heed of Sagittarius putting these charges against you on hold. Then you better document this, so you can have proof that no, this is Sagittarius acting this way because you won't have sex with them. Period. And then you'll have favor. Give me the romantic oracle, please. What's at the bottom of the deck? Pursuit. Yeah. You have pursuit here. So if you can if you save yourself, Sagittarius will go find some other prey elsewhere. Okay? They'll drop the case and go find prey elsewhere. Word of advice. Purpose, balance, change, fear, and humor. Like I said, you protect yourself. Sagittarius is going to remove themselves, drop the case, and go find. Oh, they're going to find them. They're going to find their prey elsewhere. Who is that? Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. My Capricorn. And the collective that are clinging on to Capricorn. What's the message? Did you hear that, Yon? I hope you didn't. And let go. It's up in the air. My Capricorns that are clinging on to Capricorn, they know that they should let Capricorn go, but they haven't done it yet. Capricorns let go mentally, but not physically. It's up to you. All right. So like I said, Capricorn, my Capricorns in the collective don't want to let you go. And if you just tell Capricorn, like, let me go, Capricorn will solidify and let you go. And there's no need for me to clarify that, but I will. Word of advice. I will. Love Oracle. What is the Love Oracle? Regarding Capricorns in the collective, release your eggs. It's a time to clear your energy. Capricorn, please don't ever summon me to. I don't have to prove this stuff. Like, success. Both parties will be happy once you release each other, is what I heard. Guilt, happiness, doubt, and gratitude. Until then, it's a no. False success. Both of y'all acting like y'all happy and you're not. All you gotta do is just communicate. I let you go, you let me go. Bye-bye. Toodaloo. That's all that is. But mentally, Capricorn, or not Capricorn, yeah, my Capricorns in the collective, they already let you go. They just haven't done it physically. They need confirmation. Moving forward, Aquarius is in the collective that are clinging on to Capricorn. What's the message? Capricorn, you don't owe nobody no reassurance about letting them go. It's up to you. Big happy changes. Let go. Aquarius, it's up to you. Who is this? Aquarius and Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn, when it comes to Aquarius, what Aquarius is clinging on to? Nothing. It's up to you if you want this relationship with Aquarius. But for the most part, are you wondering, did Aquarius let you go? This angel is really standing out. And this just lets me know that this Aquarius always thinks of the greater good. So if you're wondering, is Aquarius happy? They are. Side piece here. So when it comes to Aquarius's perception of you, they don't see you as like, marriage material. That is, I don't want to call you a side piece, Capricorn. So I'll just say Aquarius doesn't see you as yeah, Aquarius does not see a higher level of commitment with you, Capricorn. Love romance oracle. Some of y'all Capricorns is mad. Like, who is you to be trying to say whoop 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 and a womp womp womp? Listen, terrifying energy, religious factors. There's too much judgment on the table here, or per se, or whatever. It's just uh, how do I say this? Aquarius, rumor has it Aquarius says you're not who you are, Capricorn. You can accept this offer, but there's nothing else on the table. Word of advice, there's nothing else here. And I'm not going to tell you, Capricorn, to settle of being a side piece failure. Yeah, you had a chance and you just messed it up, Capricorn. Okay. How did you mess it up? I don't know. I'll just say this. I'll just say you didn't show up for this connection. I'll say that. You showed up as the side piece. That's what you did. All right. Moving forward. Pisces and the collective that are clinging on to Capricorn. Pisces and the collective that are clinging on to my Capricorn. Yep. It's a no. Within the next few weeks. Clearly decide what you want, Capricorn, because what you don't see coming is that you're getting ready to find out that Pisces has a whole family. And I'm not talking about like, how people have aunties and uncles and cousins and it's like, oh, this is my family. No, no, no. Pisces got a whole family that you don't know about. Trust. So once you find this out, are you still going to want to be with or deal with Pisces? Because the moment you find out about Pisces truth about them, I don't think Pisces is going to want to associate themselves with you, because this is a Pisces that has a double life. Like, their family is separate from how they met you, Capricorn. So it's kind of like, if you're going to deal with Pisces, you have to accept that you cannot be associated with the other life that they have. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I really do. Give me a love romantic oracle, please. Make the effort. All right. So, will Pisces spoil you and show up for you? Yes. But you don't get, how do I say this? It's the both it's the best of both worlds. You stay in the world that Pisces met you in, and don't worry about trying to be in the world of the other person. You stick to your world, and the other person will stick to their world, and both parties will be happy. Word of advice here. Success. And that's up to you. I'm not telling you what to choose. Capricorn. Do what makes you happy. That's all. That's what I'm being guided to tell you. Don't say SGL told me to do what was. No, I'm being guided to tell you to do what makes you happy, and I'm gonna conclude it with, and that's your business. Those are all the 12 zodiac signs, Pisces. Let me leave you with the concluding I am message. I am message for Capricorn. I am light is your I am message, and it says, Capricorn, I always have hope, no matter the ordeal. I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God, and I am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all of my being. Continue to be you, then, Capricorn. That's what you're clinging on to, being you. And it doesn't seem like you're changing that no time soon. Okay. I love you. Don't forget love is kind. Don't forget love is gentle. Until we meet again. This will still be up for you, Capricorn. So the beginning of this is talks about what you're clinging on to. And we concluded with your 12 zodiac signs that are clinging on to you. All right, till we meet again, Capricorn.